congratulations on becoming world champion. I don't think anyone can say that you don't deserve it. How do you feel?
Yeah, it's, I guess, a mix of emotions. I guess after the fight, I'll feel as if I'm a world champion. Right now, it's just business, just concentrated on what's ahead.
Good. I think, though, I mean, your case is a bit different. I mean, I've seen fighters upgraded from interim to world champion before and felt that it was maybe a bit rushed by the governing bodies. But your journey's been different. You've been mandatory challenger for all this time. You've taken on big challenges. Tony Harrison was a magnificent win in your career. I think a lot of people feel, Tim, I'm not just speaking for myself, that you really deserve this spot, but you're saying that you don't necessarily feel the same way right now?
Look, I certainly believe I do deserve the spot, especially after the Tony Harrison win and the fact that I've been mandated to fight Charlo for a year and a half, and then he decides to pull the runner and go for the money fight. But for me, it's just because I'm so locked into the present moment. It's like upgrading me to full champ. It's like I'm not concentrated on that. Like it's not satisfying. What I'm focused on right now is the fight ahead, and that's all that matters to me.
Charlo has went for the money fight against Canelo, openly said that, of course, that was the opportunity he was going to take rather than make a mandatory defence against you. With that in mind, what did you make of the performance that Charlo put on at the weekend?
In my opinion, I think he didn't go there to win, and he really showed it, very tentative. Anyone can take up a challenge such as whoever gets the opportunity to fight a Canelo, everyone's going to take it. It's the mecca of sport. It's the biggest stage of them all. Ton of money as well. So all of that plays a part. But it's the competitiveness in you to actually want to try and win and make something of it. I didn't see, like, in my opinion, I didn't see any competitiveness. It was there just to show an appearance and to not get knocked out. That's just how I saw it.
Yeah, I mean, after 6 or 7 rounds, I think Derek James said to him, you need a knockout. I mean, after 6 or 7 rounds, which is essentially telling him you've lost everything so far. Yeah. But I just didn't think there was any imagination in his offense. It was almost like he was using his ring craft to stay out of the way. Were you shocked by it? I was. I mean, I was up at 3-4 o'clock in the morning watching it. Were you shocked that was the kind of display? Was that what you expected?
I didn't expect him to be that tentative. I thought he would have actually had a crack at the crown. You don't get this opportunity. It's, if it happens, you just go for it, man. Like watching the Errol Spence Terence Crawford. At least Errol Spence went out on his shield. He's still punching. He's still trying to press it forward. He's trying to win. He had that. Charlo, in what I saw, even Derek James was telling him, man, you got to go out there and press and actually throw punches. As soon as he touched hands, as soon as that bell went, as soon as Derek James said, he just went running around. Like, I don't know. When I play basketball against someone, I want to win. I'm that competitive. Like I would, especially in a boxing fight where all the marbles are on the line. Yeah, it's just not. That's not what I would have done.
Well, he's made a ton of money, Tim, but it looks like his stock has taken a bit of a hit. He was talking about wanting to fight Terence Crawford, who has almost swept him aside, saying after that performance he's not motivated to fight Charlo anymore. Charlo still wants it. He said that he was open to fighting the winner of yourself and Brian Mendoza, but didn't look enthusiastic about it. Do you think he'll come back down to 154 pounds, Tim?
I'm not sure. I think that money changes people. I think once he gets paid, we'll see what happens and what his personality and what he's feeling. I don't know. We'll see.
After everything that's happened, I mean, you were locked into a fight. I think the fight was scheduled for January. Then Charlo pulled out with an injury. Then he's taken the Canelo fight. It's you've almost been waiting for the opportunity to fight him. Do you still dream of getting him in the ring? I know that you've got huge aspirations and there's plenty of other opponents out there, but is it a personal thing now where you want to mix with Jermell Charlo no matter what?
Yeah, that's the name I've wanted on my resume, on my list. So If he goes missing, then he goes missing. It's not something I can do. But if he comes back down to 154, then I'm going to be the one knocking.
We can't take our eye off Brian Mendoza, who's had a couple of terrific wins recently. Rosario, Fundora. I know they had a setback against Ramos, but he's really proved himself. He's rated number 3 with Ring Magazine. What do you make of him?
Oh, he's going to be a tough challenge. He's awkward. He's coming off 2 impressive knockouts. He's on the uprise, and it's going to be an interesting fight because he's a great challenger.
And the mindset that you've got, I expected you to come on and be happy that you were world champion, but you're keeping things professional. You really can't afford to take your eye off the ball here. This guy can punch. He's there on merit. So he's kind of in your position now, like the challenger's position, but your mindset's not going to change as world champion?
No, man. I feel like, for me, I'm still the hunter, and that's in my mind. That's why I'm not content with this. Like being elevated to full champion, it doesn't bother me, whatever, I'm still in the mindset of hunter, focused on the present moment and focused on Mendoza.
Excellent. All going well then in your maiden defence. What do you see in your future? Is it Charlo, or have you got, what other aspirations have you got?
And I can move up weight divisions. It doesn't bother me. Naturally, I'm a big boy. So whatever opportunity presents itself, the biggest fight that can be made and the toughest challenge, I'm all in for that.
I've got 2 more questions for you. Can I ask you what you thought, if you watched it, of Lubin against Ramos at the weekend on the undercard? What did you think won the fight?
I think in my opinion, I thought Ramos slightly edged it.
No, you didn't think it was a robbery or anything? There's been a lot of talking about it being a robbery. You didn't think that was the case?
No, I thought Ramos won. He did take the second half sort of off a little bit, but I think he did earn the first 6 at least. He was doing great.
Yeah, and also the same night that you were upgraded to full champion, Jai Opetaia was over here causing severe destruction. I watched the fight today. I'd been immersed in Canelo-Charlo. I thought he was terrific, Tim. Australian boxing's in a good place right now, right? What did you make of him?
Yeah, Jai, man, what a performance, completely annihilation, just shut out. And I said before that I feel like he's the number 1 cruiserweight, and he's just proven it one by one. And I think if he gets the opportunity to prove it, he'll do it.
And you think Australian boxing's in as good a place as it's been for quite some time?
Yeah, I think we're in a good place. I think the best thing is that everyone's interested. We got a lot of Aussie fans behind us. So when you got that's very important to us.